Let's solve homework exercise number 6 from section 12.1. A professor had students keep track of their social interactions for a week. The number of social interactions over the week is shown in the following grouped frequency distribution. Identify the lower limit of the 8th class. Okay, now, the way you count down classes is the top class is the first class. So this would be class number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this would be the 8th class. So the 8th class is 70 to 74, okay? Now, the lower value is the lower limit of the class, and the highest value is the higher. So right there, the 8th class, the lower limit would definitely be 70. The lowest value, in this case, the number of social interactions for this class, the lowest value included in this class would be 70. The highest would be 74. Okay, and again, we counted 8 classes down to get to the right values, to get to the right class, and then the value, the lower is the low number on the left, the smaller number, which in this case is 70. All right, let's look at question number 7. A professor had students keep track of their social interactions for a week. The number of social interactions over the week is shown in the following group frequency distribution. What is the class width? Okay, the width is going to be the same for any class. You can take any class, 10 through the first class, 10 through 16, and it is the number of different values. So it could either be 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. These are the different number of values, 10 through 16, so you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different values. So the class width is 7. Okay, the different values. Now a shortcut is you can subtract successive lower limits or upper limits from any class. So like the first and second, the lower limits are 17 and 10. 17 minus 10 is 7. Or whatever. You can take these two classes, subtract the successive higher limits, which is 65 minus 58, which again is equal to 7. So you can simply subtract any successive lower limits or upper limits from any of the consecutive classes and get the class width, or you can just count them out. In this case, 10 through 16 gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different values. So that represents the class width. A professor had students keep track of their social interactions for a week. The number of social interactions over the week is shown in the following group frequency distribution. How many students had at least 80 social interactions? Okay, so now what we're looking for under social interactions, the left column, at least 80 means what? 80 or more. So we got this group, this group, this group, and this group, right? This is 80 to 84, 85 to 89 is more, 90 to 94, 95 to 99. Now, how many students? The number of students are in the what? Frequencies. So we take these classes with more than 80 or more social interactions, add the frequencies, which is 3 plus 7 plus 0 plus 1, which gives us 10 plus 1, which is 11. So a total of 11 students had social interactions of 80 or more, or at least 80. Okay, so we found the correct social social interactions intervals, and then we added the class frequencies to get the number of students. A professor had students keep track, this is homework exercise number 9, of their social interactions for a week. The number of social interactions over the week is shown in the group frequency distribution to the right. Among the classes with the greatest frequency, which class has the least number of social interactions? So we're looking for the greatest frequency, which is in the right column. The greatest frequency occurs with 14, right? In these three classes, right? They have 14 as the high frequency, which is higher than all the rest. Of these classes, which had the least number of social interactions. These had 45 to 49. These had 50 to 54, 55 to 59. So obviously, 45 to 49 is the least number of social interactions, with considering the greatest frequencies, which are these three classes, because they each have 14. So we first had to get the greatest frequencies, and then these are the classes of these. The one 45 to 49 has the least number of social interactions. All right, homework exercise number 10. Okay, this time again, we're going to go ahead and do a frequency value for each class. What I would do is I would go ahead and go through one by one and make the classes and go through one by one. So what I mean by that is the first class is 41 through 45. Now notice the width, you have 41 through 45, so this second class would start with 46. Follow the pattern, the width is 5, right? 41 plus 5 is 46, so 45 plus 5 would be 50. So we go to 46 to 50. That would be the next class. The third class would be 51 to 55. Okay, the next class would be 56 to 60. The next class would be 61 to 65. And then we would have 66 to 70. And notice, I believe the largest value is 69. So we can stop right there. So we have all the classes. Now let's just go ahead one by one and go ahead and do the frequency and keep track with tally marks. 68 would go in this class. 44 would go in the first class. 43, 63 would go there. 44 would go in the first class. 62 would go in that class. 64, same class. 57 twice would go in this class. 63 in that class. 51, third class. 69 would go in the last class. 67 would go in the last class. 59, that class. 48 would go in the second class. 46 would also go in the second class. 63 gives us 5 in that class. 58, that class. 46, 69, last class, another 69, 5 of them. 55, third class. 49, second class. 64, there. 55, third class. 43, the first class. 50, second class. 53, third class. 59, 65, 43, 53, 47, 52, 58, 45, 65, 63, 67, 69, 64, 54, 53, and 47. So we have 6, and then we have 7, 8, 6, 10, and 7. Okay, I'm going to write these on my whiteboard so I remember. 41 through 45 is 6. 46 through 50 is 7. 51 through 55 is 8. 56 through 60 is 6. 61 through 65 is 10. 66 through 70 is 7. All right, let's go ahead and put these in to make sure we got them correct. Okay, 41 through 45 was a frequency of 6. 46 through 50 was a frequency of 7. 51 through 55, we got a frequency of 8. 56 through 60, we got a frequency of 6. 61 through 65, we got a frequency of 10. And 66 through 70, we got a frequency of 7. All right, very good. That takes care of this problem. We will stop this session here, homework exercise number 10. If you have any questions, send me an email at tsquares@hodges.edu or call me at 239-938-7805. Thank you.